What's going on, folks? Yogi. So, don't really have a plan of action today. Gorgeous day. 66 degrees at about 10:30 in the morning. You know, Washington County's got some pretty beautiful scenery, and Highway Z, this particular part of County Z, and NN now, pretty beautiful drive. Hi. So I'm here at the it's a pretty famous racetrack. It's called the Slinger Speedway. No racing going on today, but you know, I thought I'd just kind of come up here and take a quick look, kind of show you what the racetrack looks like. It's pretty cool. You know, they have some NASCAR people here during the year, like Kenseth has been here a bunch of times, and it's kind of a neat place. Give you a little look-see here. And there is the Slinger Speedway. Very neat. It's a very small track. High bankments. Famous Slinger Speedway. It's a quarter-mile oval. That's pretty neat. Not something you see every day, but I thought, you know, check it out. I remember they had an attempt to do a rock concert here. I don't remember how many years ago it was, but the headliner was Ace Frehley from Kiss. And yeah, it didn't go over very well. I drove by here just to see how many cars, you know, how packed it was. And yeah, from what I heard, it was only maybe a couple hundred people that showed up for it, so Slinger Rockfest did not work out particularly well that year. There's a neat little cemetery right over here that we're going to check out. It's right on the side of the road here. I don't know if it has an actual name technically or not, but here it is. You know, if this cemetery was in the back or farther off the road or in a real desolate spot, it would be very cool to check out at night. Be respectful when you're in cemeteries, folks. And it's on a real steep grade too. George Roth passed away in 1892. Little handshake gesture there. Apparently we can't do that anymore. Yeah, a lot of these are just so gone that's impossible to read them. 1879. Shaking hands again. I'm guessing that's a symbol for some kind of group. So towards the back of the cemetery, I'm always curious to see if there's like that lone gravestone, you know. And I do see a grave way back here. I can't tell. I mean, there's a stone here, so I'm assuming it's a marking for a grave. But I don't know. No markings on it. There's some stones over here. I don't know if those are parts of gravestones. That's kind of interesting there. Two little stones next to this one. 1915, 1911, 1911. This is a pretty big, this one's got a gate and everything. Now that's a train. So I'm still in Slinger, and I'm at Fireman's Park, because I am here at the Fireman Park Beach. I cannot wait to go in there, man. That water, oh. I am just going to jump in there, swim for like 7 hours, and I am just gonna have a good time swimming. What? Not only is there no water in there, but it's torn up. Oh man, looks like another beach that's not gonna be open this year. Yeah. So, another pool closed for the summer. So kids, what do you want to do? Well, we can't go swimming. Anyways, I'm still in Slinger. This is, it used to be part of a haunted attraction. You would go through the woods first. There's a couple scares. One in there. The actors would jump out of here, scare ya. Then you continue on the trail. It was a lighted trail. Somebody would probably be in there, jumping out at you. In there, you'd have to go through. See how you'd have to go through this. I was here at this haunt 2 years ago, and it was good, pretty good. I actually talked to people afterwards, because I do have haunted house experience. I've worked in some haunted houses, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this was even an attraction last year. Don't know. At least in this area, we have a couple of pretty neat haunted attractions. One would be this one. The name's escaping me. Again, if I find anything online, I will, you know, post it in the video. But I've been here a couple times, and it was respectable. You know, it wasn't overpriced. Both times when I was here, I didn't wait very long to go in. We usually got here as they were opening. It's almost looking as though now pretty abandoned here. Wisconsin and Southern. Hartford still has, I think, Terror on Rural Street, which is done right behind the Shower Arts Center and the Wisconsin Automobile Museum. And then there was this one here in Slinger, and there used to be another one, But there was one in Hubertus that I can actually take us by. It's just a boarded up old looking building like this one, that I actually worked at one year. It was the Hubertus House of Horrors, and it was a pretty fun time. It was back in, boy, early 2000s maybe I did that. But Hubertus has been long gone. The school decided not to use it as a fundraiser for whatever reason. This one in Slinger, this was where you would wait. This was like the concession area, the waiting area. They'd have a tent out here with a line. So yeah, they'd have you sitting here on benches. They'd have food and stuff available, merchandise. Now see, if this was still going, I don't understand why like the door would be knocked down like that. I'm gonna try to sneak in there and see what I can see. Hopefully nothing will grab my arm. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if they're doing anything anymore. Memory of Parker, I want to say it's Klum. Apparently he was number 22 on the Slinger football team. And then here it says, taken from our lives, but not from our hearts. And they dedicated this beautiful little gazebo. Very nice. You know, with all the craziness that is going on, which is our lives now, we forget about things like that, you know. People who have passed that were too young, should have never passed. You know, I don't know any details of why he's not with us any longer, but sure makes you think, doesn't it? Life is short. That is no lie. As I've gotten older, I found out, especially with having kids, that the days go by much faster. You know, I'm going to be 52 in a couple of days, and yeah. Every day just seems to go by faster than the next, you know. That is a pretty gazebo. Now let's test out the toughness of this GoPro. I'm going to do somersaults down the rest of this hill. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. And there's a swimming hole that nobody's going to be using this year. So, getting down. Well, look at that guy. I see you. Is this a steering contest? You take a step and I'm going to take a step. Go, dear. Go forth. Cross the road. You can see a high school football field. Slinger High School has supposedly got a haunting going on as well. You know what? Everything's haunted. I like these types of places. Nice. Of course, safety first. I don't know, some documentation about something there. 1940. Wisconsin. I don't know what that says. Wisconsin red car law? Red car law? Anyhow. I love stuff that's frozen in time, abandoned. It's very neat. You got the red crown, you got the white crown. What's on the inside? Nothing. Oh, it's kind of got some stuff in there from the old days. I don't know if you can see in there. Pretty cool. Ooh, old-timey cars. There you go. Very nice. Oh, now you know what they hide in there. And this is downtown Slinger. Not a whole lot going on in Slinger. There's a church here on the right that they repurposed and is now actually a playhouse. Right here, Kettle Marine Playhouse, right on the right. And now we're kind of leaving West Slinger. Sorry, not West Slinger, Slinger. However, I do want to backtrack and go to Hubertus and show you that other haunted house, the one that I worked at. I believe it's still there. It used to be the old rectory. And this here was the old Hubertus House of Horror. Apparently the St. Gabriel Catholic Church is not even here anymore. They moved. If the people would come out, they'd be in the gymnasium of the school, and they would be waiting in there, concessions and stuff, and they come out here, and there'd generally be like a school bus with like a Freddy Krueger type theme going on, and then they would enter into the house either here. I think it was the main entrance here. Like I said, it's been a while since the school is moved. They really should consider letting somebody lease this and open it back up. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Well, maybe the neighbors, I don't know. Maybe the neighbors had a problem with it. I don't know. Kind of miss it. I miss scaring the crap out of people. Yeah, it's too bad, you know. Like I said, I don't know if the people of the village of Hubertus would like to have all that traffic again. Maybe they're just happy with it being quiet now. Now when I worked there, you know, there were rumors of it being haunted by a nun, whether it's true or not. I never had any issues when I was there. So, you know, they would say if people were by themselves decorating or painting or whatnot, they would hear like footsteps, and so, you know, it's possible. There it is again, the old Hubertus House of Horror. Rest in peace, Hubertus House of Horror. Conveniently located next to a cemetery. Now right down that hill is West Bend, where I live. Right down there. I'm going to show you something that's a little interesting that you may not know about, that is just outside of West Bend. There is a historical marker here, but did you know, West Bend, that you have a Great Divide? You are now on the Great Divide, which separates the two principal drainage areas of Wisconsin. Water falling to the west of this ridge runs down the Rock River into the Father of Waters, and after 1,400 miles reaches the Gulf of Mexico. Water which falls to the east of the ridge drains into the Milwaukee River, then down through the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River, 2,000 miles into the Atlantic Ocean. The elevation of the divide at this point is approximately 600 feet above Lake Michigan and 1,180 feet above sea level. So there you go. How many people actually knew that?